In today's video, we have operational update from Argo blockchain, and we're going to have a look at the charts, chat a wee bit about Bitcoin and a few other pieces.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.
What is the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy Wholesale. Hope, of course, you're all well. Today is the day where we have our operational RNS, and as you can see here, Argo blockchain mined 185 Bitcoin or equivalent in November. Mining revenue was 8.29 million pounds or 11.2 million US dollars at a mining revenue of 86%. Bitcoin total mined year to date is 1831 Bitcoin, and the month end they are holding currently 2317 Bitcoin or equivalent, which is okay. It's not wow, what a brilliant month. But the good thing that I like to see here is at the end of November, Argo added an additional 310 petahash to its total capacity, bringing the company total mining capacity to 1.605. And as Peter says here, execute, build, smart growth, onwards and upwards. He just really wanted to hide out key things. I really hope that's not going to be his new ending. It's a bit of a mouthful, that one, but very, very good. You know, good positive news. We're going in the right direction, and we know Bitcoin has unfortunately tanked pretty hard below 50,000. But I'm delighted to say that finally, after a few ropey days, we're back above the 50,000, and we'll have a look at the charts in a moment here. There is something else that I want to draw your attention to: the Q&A that Peter Wall did. I was going to do a chop up of the video, but it's actually worth watching the whole thing. And that only came out yesterday, part 2 of it there. You can go on and have a look at that. Good listen if you're interested in Argo blockchain or you're interested in what they're doing. And I just like Peter Wall as well, so definitely check that one out. There's also this positive article that came out from Simply Wall Street. Argo blockchain is looking to continue growing its revenues on capital. And then they pretty much go on to say that they like to find a potential multi-bagger. And so when they looked at Argo blockchain and its trend, they really liked what they saw. And you can go and have a read at that if you want. I'm not going to. It's just your usual stuff that we already talk about on the channel, but they're just flipping their side of things on this ROCE, understanding return of capital employed. And they're just sort of benchmarking it compared to the industry, and it's positive. And as always, we create balance. There's this article that came out: short seller homes in on shareholder dilution in its latest Argo blockchain attack. Short seller Boatman Capital has published a new report of what is described as a serious governance failures at a London-listed crypto miner blockchain. So this is obviously a seriously strong allegation, and hugely negative for the company. The report, which comes after several months of the Boatman's initial attack on Argo, focuses on the extent to which shareholders have been diluted by the company's capital raising. Diluted shareholders by 52% so far this year, with further dilution likely given the potential capital expenditure requirements of 1.5 to 2 billion of the Texas project. I'm just not even going to bother reading this out. I've done a lot of the reading. While the points are correct, there has been a bit of dilution. There is more expense to come. It's highly exaggerated. We've destroyed the 2 billion cost, and we've explained that in the video, how much the factory will cost. I'll share the link, you can go in and watch that. Rubbished that away, and we rubbished away the cost of the site. And just to bring us on to the cost of the site, in my previous video we looked at a similar project, ABML, similar conditions, both in Texas, building plants, and the leaps and bounds that Argo are ahead is phenomenal. So even just looking at that, it tells you that Argo are doing things very well, and we don't know the full ins and outs of the detail. We just have to trust that there's a lot of things included in that. And for the process to be vastly ahead of ABML, I think shows that there was a good agreement in there, and they were able to get on site quicker. And ultimately, if you're paying a wee bit up front, a wee bit more to get the process done, get the plant, get the petahash up quicker, it's worth every extra penny that they paid. So we've rubbished away a couple of his statements, and I'm rubbishing this away. It's overhyped tripe, in my opinion, but that is my opinion. Do your own due diligence. If we have a look at the share price, then we have had a terrible day on Monday, and it's not any wonder. Crypto fell massively, and since the lows from the 2nd of December to the absolute lows, we were down 30%. In line with Bitcoin, it fell about 30%. We have seen a bounce today of about 5.52, relatively good. Again, just like the Bitcoin. If we just look at Bitcoin, then we can see here we did have this big sell-off of the weekend, and surprise, surprise. And if we look at from the 2nd to the lows, we're roughly in and around 30%. So you're sort of seeing that reflected. I'm okay with that. Well, not okay that it happened, but I understand why it's happened. This is our 180-day moving average, and I sort of said in my last video that, strap yourselves in. We possibly could see 42. We've seen 42, and I did note as a joke that we would maybe go to 30 in one of the forums, and I got a lot of heat for that. for some reason, even though I've repeatedly said this is likely destination in worst case scenario. Didn't feel that at the 57 kind of fell, we would have fell to 42. That has happened. We're bouncing off this 180. The way I look at it is, as long as we stay above this 180, we're good to go. The bull run potential still happens. If we fall through this, I think we're going into the crypto winter. Strap in, buckle in. We're going to Cape Town. It just doesn't look too good, but if we can keep above the 180, we're okay. But if this was to come down and tip here again, and we were to test this for the third, fourth time, it will have to make a decision, and whether that decision is to go down, we'll wait and see. But if we just pull up the Bollinger Bands here, when we get these sort of tight squeezes, generally speaking, there's usually a decision to be made. We're quite wide at the moment, and we're at the lower end. So I'm hoping that with this RSI going up on the day chart, it looks relatively positive. So look, we'll not complain too much. As long as we can stay on this channel and stay above the 180, I think we'll be good to go. Fingers crossed, and be prepared for the worst case scenario. It was quite a drop. I know a lot of people have lost a lot of money. So look, that's the video. RNS, meh. Petahash was good. Good stories out there, the bad stories out there. Balance on the channel. Bitcoin is recovering. Argo is also going along with that. Long may it continue. We will test the waters. And as Peter likes to say, onwards and upwards, guys. And I'll catch you in the next video. If you have found it informative, please like, subscribe, help me grow the channel. I really do appreciate everyone that does that for me. It really helps me out in these cold winter days to warm me up. And also, my trading course is now live. There is links down there for the trading course. You can get free crypto, free shares. What else can you get? God, you can get it all down there. You can buy me a coffee. All of these good things. Check it all out. And there's loads of other stuff as well. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.